Good morning. Maybe it's not morning for you anymore. I'm out on my front porch praying, and I love to be out here in the morning. I've been up for at least a few hours. It's 6 o'clock, and I was thinking about today's divine office. Let your heart, our hearts are restless until they rest in you, O God. And so I was thinking, what's the difference between restlessness, fear, and anxiety, and what makes this restlessness such a good thing? Of course, in 2 minutes, I can't say much, but especially since I'm not a professional anything. However, I've been human ever since I was conceived, and so I've experienced certainly all of these things. And if anybody out there needs a listening ear, shoot me an email, give me a call, whatever the case may be, and I'm happy to listen and talk and pray with you over especially your anxieties. Anyway, fear, is usually something tangible. You can point to it. This is what I'm afraid of. It may or may not be rational. I think there's something called irrational fear, and I believe in it. I'm afraid of birds. I'm not anxious about birds. I'm afraid of birds. They're not going to hurt me, but I don't like them. Then there's anxiety. Anxiety a lot of times is something intangible, something we can't point to. Anxiety is very, 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 very often irrational, and it's something that it comes with it a trapped feeling. At least that's my experience of it. And that's what makes it so dreadful, is that you're trapped and there's just no escape. And then finally, this restlessness that we have for God, and this realization that our hearts are going to be restless until they rest in Him, that is, until heaven. And so there does stir within every human heart a desire for heaven, a desire for God. And sometimes I think we misunderstand the restlessness of our own hearts that's really just desiring goodness, desiring happiness, desiring joy, desiring God. And we chalk it up to some sort of mental illness or disorder, and we start calling things anxiety, when in reality it's your heart yearning for holiness. It's your heart trying to get away from things that have harmed you, sinful practices, things like that. And really it's just desiring God. This is why self-reflection and asking people for help to reflect is so important, because you want to distinguish between these three things. But today, try and check in and realize that your heart is restless. It's restless for God, and it will be restless until it rests in Him. But the beautiful, wonderful, fantastic thing is that it will rest in Him.